Hello BBN, ESPN claims that the Kentucky team in the transfer portal is one of the best in the country. And how much does that matter to Kentucky and Pope? Let's evaluate the news. According to ESPN, the group recruited by the coach for the 2025-26 season is widely considered one of the best in the country, ranking second in the best transfer classes compiled by Jeff Borzello, a respected analyst for the Sports Network. This ranking not only highlights Pope's ability to identify talent, but also reflects his ability to attract players who can immediately raise the team's competitive level. The highlight of Kentucky's transfer class is Jaden Quaintance, former Arizona State center, who is ranked 7th among the top 100 prospects available in the portal. Despite facing challenges related to an ACL injury suffered in late February, his arrival to the program represents an ambitious and potentially transformative gamble. If he fully recovers in time for the start of next season, Quaintance could be the missing piece that takes the Wildcats back to the top of the national scene. His versatility, capable of playing both right and left wing, offers significant tactical flexibility for Pope to shape his offensive and defensive system. In addition to Quaintance, 4 other reinforcements are among the portal's top 100 prospects: Jalen Lowe, Pitt; Cam Williams, Tulane; Muhammad Diabate, Alabama; and Denzel Aberdeen, Florida. Each of these players brings with them distinct attributes that promise to enrich Kentucky's roster. Lowe, a nimble and creative point guard, adds depth on the perimeter, while Williams and Diabate offer physical strength and defensive skills that will be essential against more robust teams in the Southeastern Conference, SEC. Aberdeen, on the other hand, with its consistent scoring ability, emerges as a reliable option for big moments. The fact that 5 of the 6 new recruits are ranked in the top 100 in the country demonstrates Pope's surgical precision in mapping the transfer market, securing pieces that not only fill gaps but also elevate the overall standard of the team. While Miami OH center Reese Potter is not listed in the top 100, his inclusion in the group should not be underestimated. On a team looking for balance and depth in the paint, Potter could be a positive surprise, especially if he is able to develop his game throughout the offseason. Pope's philosophy seems to align with the idea of giving opportunities to players willing to evolve within Kentucky's competitive ecosystem, something that has already paid off in previous seasons. A direct comparison with St. John's, led by Rick Pitino, places Kentucky second in the overall transfer class rankings. However, this proximity creates an exciting narrative for the December 20th matchup in Atlanta. It will be interesting to see how these two teams, both of which feature highly rated talent, stack up against each other. Furthermore, this matchup will serve as an early barometer for how much Pope's selections have translated into on-court success. This balance of youth and experience is crucial to building a resilient and adaptable team capable of competing in the crunch moments of the regular season and the NCAA tournament. With these additions building a solid foundation, there is reason for optimism in Lexington. The school has always been synonymous with excellence in college basketball, and the current administration seems determined to restore that legacy. By assembling a diverse group of talented and proven players, he has not only strengthened the roster but has made Kentucky a better team. Let's get started. And more football news now. Vince Marrow's departure from Kentucky football to take the general manager position with the Louisville Cardinals marks a significant and, in many ways, transformative moment in the program's recent history. Since 2013, Marrow has been a key player in building the winning identity that Mark Stoops helped shape, and his departure not only represents the end of an era, but also raises fundamental questions about the future of recruiting and roster management. For the Wildcats, Marrow was not just another associate head coach. He was the beating heart of Kentucky's recruiting. His ability to connect with players, especially those from his home state of Kentucky and the surrounding region, was crucial in attracting talent that helped take the program to new heights. During his decade with Stoops, he was responsible For bringing in players like Josh Allen, Wan'Dale Robinson, and Lynn Bowden Jr., athletes who not only shined individually, but also helped solidify Kentucky as a respected force in the competitive SEC. His absence will undoubtedly be felt deeply, both on and off the field. Marrow's decision to accept the Louisville job, as reported by Pete Thamel, is understandable given the circumstances. He will oversee critical areas such as roster management, recruiting, and the NCAA transfer portal, roles that require strategic vision and a deep understanding of the modern dynamics of college football. However, the move also reflects the challenges Kentucky faces in retaining its coaching staff in the face of outside opportunities. With a salary of $1.3 million this year, Marrow was among the program's highest-paid assistants, but Louisville's offer appears to have been irresistible, both financially and in terms of strategic responsibility. For Mark Stoops, Marrow's departure represents a significant test of his adaptability and leadership skills. The coach, who has always counted on Marrow as his right-hand man, will now need to restructure his coaching staff and find someone capable of filling the void left by such an influential recruiter. While it's too early to predict who will fill this role, it's clear that the replacement needs to be carefully planned. After all, recruiting is the backbone of any successful program, and Kentucky can't afford to miss a beat in that regard. Wildcats fans will certainly miss Marrow's energy and dedication, but there's also a recognition that this is an opportunity for growth for the program. Stoops has shown over the years that he's capable of reinventing himself and overcoming adversity. The recent signing of LaDamian Washington, for example, shows that Kentucky is willing to seek out new coaching talent to maintain its recruiting momentum. Plus, the 2026 class, which already boasts key commits like Prince Jean, Jarvis Strickland, and Davis McCray, suggests that the program still has plenty to offer young athletes. Marrow's arrival in Louisville adds a new chapter to the Cardinals' Wildcats rivalry. Traditionally, this rivalry has been marked by intense on-field confrontations, but now it has an added component off the field. Marrow has intimate knowledge of Kentucky's inner workings, including its recruiting strategies and regional connections. This could pose an additional challenge for Stoops and his staff, who will need to double down on making sure Louisville doesn't use that knowledge to its advantage. Coaches and assistants are often looking for new opportunities to grow and expand their careers, and Marrow's transition to Louisville is yet another example of that. For Kentucky fans, the focus should be on the positive legacy he left behind and the solid foundation he helped build. And for Stoops, it's a chance to prove, once again, that he's capable of leading the program through times of transition. As Louisville begins its new era with Marrow as general manager, Kentucky is preparing to write the next chapter in its history. While the loss is significant, it could also serve as a catalyst for innovation and adjustments that ensure the program's continued growth. And that's what we expect in 2025, great growth for the better. Leave your comment.